All right, Sistas fans. I'm going to bring up an interesting topic for this video, and it has to do with the last episode, the Trojan Horse. And the question is, would you have taken the $100,000 in cash that Gary offered Andi? This could be seen both ways. Now, it's easy to say, hell yeah, $100,000? Come on now, I'd easily take that because, Andi losing her position and everything. And you got bills, so it's not like, she couldn't use the money. She basically turned her nose up at it, told Gary to get the hell out. And it's really interesting to look. I mean, there's the quick and easy way of like, hell yeah, I'm taking the money. But then the alternative of, if I take this money, Gary being Gary, he would like lord it over you. Like, you know what, ho, you took $100,000 from me, or you know what, that's my money and I gave it to you. Now you owe me, without really taking responsibility. And don't get me wrong, Andi is not Andi is not a saint. Andi is not innocent in this situation. She's just as guilty about this as anyone involved. But at the same time, she's quick to call out Gary for not living up to his end of the bargain, whereas she hasn't taken full I feel like at this point, Andi has just accepted what's happened and honestly wants to move on from Gary and, go about her life. So, I don't know. I mean, this is a tough call. I mean, good and well, $100,000, if they actually ended up going to court or something along those lines, the $100,000 would have come up. I don't know if Jasmine is watching the finances that well, but, I'm pretty sure she would probably notice the $100,000 gone. And where did it go, Gary? Where did it go? I mean, Andi, to me, was definitely looking at Morris as the safety net. Hence why as soon as Gary, left, she instantly called him saying, hey, let's go get drinks now, not later, even though you have a meeting. And then we saw how the Morris situation turned out at the end of the episode. So, I mean, it's almost like going to haves and the have-nots when Catherine keeps telling Hannah in regards to Veronica, sometimes the devil is better than the one you don't. So if she would have taken $100,000, there probably would have been repercussions in the future, just like, her thinking that Morris would help set her up in a new position in his, firm wouldn't have any strings attached. But then, he pretty much called her out in terms of, the only reason you win cases and whatnot is because the judges think you're hot, your body and everything like that. So it was almost like a battle of integrity in terms of, can I get a simple fix to erase what my mistake in order for me to start over? But then what's the payment going to be later? I mean, if any, I know this sounds jacked up, but I can relate to this. It's almost like Gary was a stand-in for Sally Mae, saying, hey, I can give you all this money. You can pay for your school and you'll get refunds every semester. Here you go. But here's the question. What's the interest that Andi would have had to pay on that money? I'm not talking about financially, but I mean like the interest of, okay, you know what, babe, I'm sorry. I came in there with my wife. You lost your job because of us screwing around. Here's $100,000, no strings attached. No, if she would have taken that money, Andi would have never heard the end of it. That much I could tell you right there. And she does make a good point. What do you think? I'm some kind of whore or whatever? Yeah, I guarantee, even though Andi would have been done with Gary, let's say if Andi didn't even decide to go out with Morris, or she never mentioned going out with anybody for that matter, it still wouldn't have mattered because Gary still would have been trying to control her, and that money would have been a temporary fix. Yeah, but Gary's always about a temporary fix, like, oh, I said I'm going to do this, or haven't I done enough to prove this? But then there's always the underlying, okay, dude, are you telling the truth? Or are you just saying something to pacify me in the moment, but you're not going to do anything that will actually cure this situation, as opposed to one or two of the symptoms that are happening right now? So let me put it this way. Would I have taken the money? Probably, because honestly, I need it. I got bills like everyone else. Sally Mae keeps calling me too, but nah, I'm just playing. I make my payments, but at the end of the day, it's like putting out a fire with a water gun. You squirt a little on the fire to bring it down, but guess what? That interest kicks in and the flames get even bigger. So, yeah, if you want to support me, there's a link to my PayPal in the description if you want to send a couple bucks my way. No, I'm not playing on the PayPal. It's really in the link, description box below. You don't have to. I'm just, making a joke, but also keeping you informed. There are links to my social media down there as well. And in case you missed my live stream earlier today, you can catch it on this channel. It was uploaded, I want to say 4 hours ago. Had a very good conversation with the subscribers for over an hour. And I'm going to be revamping my Patreon. Like the Patreon is going to be completely revamped. I know I got 2 people on there right now. So don't fret, new content's on the way. It's going to be officially just lighthearted stuff in between, my life, talking about pop culture stuff. It's going to be fun. So check out the Patreon. I'll definitely relaunch it within the next week. But back to Sistas. Yeah, I probably would have taken money, but with knowing the fact that money is, well, I'm not going to say dirty money. I'm not going to say blood money, but it's money that will definitely never be repaid, because Andy could make the argument, well, I lost my job because of you and this $100,000 I need in order to keep where I'm living right now. But it's never, no matter what Andy does, even if she ended up paying like $200,000 back, Gary would still be saying, well, I gave you this money. Some people are like that. Some people are definitely like that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I mean, he kept saying that he wants Jasmine to talk with, what's that woman's name? The Private Eye. Is it Leslie? Guys, remember, I haven't watched in like 4 episodes. I don't know. Leslie? It's like Leslie and Gary are all about talking Jasmine down. But it's like, I mean, at this point, it's too late. You already came to my job. You embarrassed me in front of my boss and his colleagues, and my reputation shot to hell. So instead of, dealing with this under the table, guess what? It was done at the table. And now I'm the one left cleaning the dishes. And I don't have a pot to piss in. So, yeah, I don't know. I probably would have taken the money. I ain't going to lie. I probably would have taken it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have. Yeah, it's one thing to reject the money, but then say that I'm going out with your lawyer. Yeah, that ain't, I don't know. I mean, but then again, yeah, she is right. If she took that money, it definitely would have been a whore-like. So that wouldn't have been a good look. Plus, that could have been used against her. So short term, yeah, taking the money. But long term, oh, yeah, I would regret it. So, yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said before, in a joking matter, but it is serious. If you would like to donate anything to the channel, which is not mandatory, your views, your comments, your likes, and subscription, all free on your part, does help the channel out, and helps me make ad revenue to pay bills. So yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, links. Make sure you hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on new content. January and February are pretty lackluster months in terms of ad revenue, because with the holiday season over, ad companies don't really promote ads as much on YouTube unless you're Mike Bloomberg, because I can't go a day without seeing 50 of his ads popping up. But basically, my ad revenue has been pretty steady for both months, January and February. But a little extra doesn't hurt. Maybe, hopefully in March, or let's just say starting tomorrow, YouTube is cranked back into action in terms of like my views, subscriptions, basically my number of subscribers. Hopefully all that stuff increases instead of being, moderate as it is now. So plenty of videos on the way. Good Lord. I got about 17 on my list. And like I said, maybe, I want to say next week is when I'm going to really start recording recording the Patreon stuff, so be on the lookout for that, and I'll definitely keep you informed on that. I'll hopefully roll it out by the end of next week. It's going to be completely different. It's not going to be anything Tyler Perry affiliated. That doesn't mean I won't mention a couple Tyler Perry things once or twice over there, but it's mainly politics, the Gayle King stuff, a lot of stuff people want me to talk about, but I don't talk about here on YouTube due to the monetization. Like the video I did about Tyler Perry's nephew, demonetized. Basically, it was confirmed unsuitable for most advertisers, so just keep that in mind. So thanks again for tuning in. I got one more Sister video to record. Wait, how many? No, actually, two more sisters. An oval video, and then a bunch of have and have not. So be on the lookout for that. And with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you all soon.